Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, where we're about to Junkify all of mankind.
All hail our overlord Junko.
Yes. Junkify all mankind?
After uploading my alter ego into everyone who died, I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters. Eventually, there's gonna be a whole lot of me's all over the world. With this, my despair utopia, where you can despair as you please, Junko Land, will be complete.
Oh my god.
That's Operation Junkify All Mankind in a nutshell. Oh yeah! Our dreams are expanding and
Leash is a funny kind of nuts.
Plan is your
True.
goal? Then why didn't you just kill all of us? If you did, you could have taken over all of our bodies. Wouldn't that have been more convenient for you?
I bet the teacher, whoever's in the observer role, can't kill the students.
Is that what you want me to do? Is it still too late to do that?
No. There's a reason Junko couldn't do that. That's why she made you guys kill each other.
The reason she wasn't able to do that, was it because there was something she didn't do? If so, then the reason is... I was gonna say the school trips rules.
I see. I got it. It's because of
Got
the
it.
school
I got
trip's rules.
Can Makoto do that
monster
one
like her
time?
has to follow the rules of the school trip?
We already got a no, that's wrong. That was pretty good.
Junko usurped Usami's authority as an observer, and her role as your teacher. However, according to the rules of the school trip, even Usami had to follow them.
Can I make a comment?
That's why when Junko took over her position, she had no choice but to follow the rules as well.
If I'm gonna run the Future Foundation and stick a bunch of despair folks on an island, I'm not gonna do it with a stuffed rabbit that kind of reminds you of Monokuma that they just kind of went through. It's kind of crazy to me.
I think they were trying to like... I don't know what the word is, but like take over the idea of Monokuma being evil and like make it something hopeful.
True, but that's not the way I would have went about it after dealing with Monokuma. Anyway, sorry.
The lead teacher cannot directly interfere with the students.
So, the rules were protecting us? Man, I was so annoyed. I had the authority to add rules, but no authority to delete rules. Oh well, even if I could have deleted rules, I was still busy with my whole taking over your bodies plan.
That's also why when Monokuma almost killed Nekomaru, that's why he went through all that trouble.
Interesting.
Because then he would have violated the rules.
So you made us kill each other, because you couldn't kill us yourself.
Then, is that how you were able to increase the number of bodies you can take over?
Like I said, I personally didn't care about the outcome of the killings.
How dare you look down on us?
Don't fuck with me. What about our lives?
Killer.
Chump change.
I won't forgive you. I will never, ever fucking forgive you!
So I'd like
That's your trap.
So I'd like to think that I wouldn't piss off the whole Yakuza people. I mean,
Well,
sound like,
their influence is probably very low at this point because of the event.
yeah, or they're probably with her at this point.
Right, yeah, it's one or the other.
But if he's
They make us choose graduate, so you can take over everyone's body with the graduation program.
How can you be so cruel?
Because Junko Enoshima is the true ultimate despair.
I didn't see it coming.
Nope.
She doesn't yearn for any
Blown
kind
away.
of future at all. She fills every person she meets with despair.
That's my Makoto. You understand me so well. For me, despair is not a goal or a set of principles, or a lifestyle, or even an instinct. It's what defines me as Junko Enoshima. It's just my characterization. That's why I'm able to pursue despair with such purity.
So you're saying you only exist to fill people with despair?
For example, want to hear about a beautiful memory that even I, who gets bored easily, still remember
Oh, boy.
fondly? Picture thousands of fools who are madly in love with me, dying one by one like insects doused with bug spray.
Oh, when she had them all commit
Suicide.
suicide.
Part is, they did it to themselves, you know? Thousands of humans falling like dominoes. Oh, that memory is so beautiful. It made my brain melt.
Yeah, about that. Does that story have a happy ending?
Kazuichi, you idiot. Could it be, is she talking about them right now? The reserve course students?
Yeah.
I see. Are you talking about the reserve course's mass suicide?
Oh
Yep.
yeah, I totally forgot you're a survivor of the reserve course. By the way, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Or
Brought
you
your
just
fruit
mad
roll
that
up
we didn't go with them.
for your loss.
I was gonna bake you a
Mass
casserole.
suicide?
You know,
What's she
for your
talking
loss.
about?
An incident where 2,357 people from the reserve course all killed themselves. Junko probably made them do it.
2,357 people? That's an outrageous number.
I think it only ended up being
You don't have
2,356.
to be that surprised. You all look like your parents, friends, and lovers all died at once. That was so rude of me. There's no way you guys even have meaningful relationships like that anymore. I mean, you're all ultimate despair. You guys have already eaten your fill of despair.
I do not really know what you are trying to say.
Junko robs the futures of everyone she interacts with. You ultimate despairs are among her many victims.
If someone like me is born, that means the world is yearning for despair.
That's wrong. The world isn't yearning for despair. That's the reason we can't let you escape.
But if you do that, you guys won't be able to return to the real world, right?
Huh? If we choose graduate to get out of here, the graduation program will activate, right?
If that happens, Junko's alter ego will be uploaded into the bodies of the dead.
Does that
I'll
mean
go
we
hang
gotta
out on a
stay
Paradise
here to
Island.
keep her from getting out?
What's that?
I'll go hang out on a Paradise Island.
Right.
What the heck? Why does it have to be like that?
It's such a cruel fate for you guys. But it's awfully convenient for the Future Foundation.
If I was one of these guys and I knew I was ultimate despair, I would rather be locked up on an island to save the world from that than...
Or I wonder if there is maybe another
They'll be
way.
able to keep all the ultimate despairs, including me, trapped in this game forever.
So I wonder what happens if they do repeat. If it'll start the whole thing over with just the 6 of them.
Wrong! That's not it!
But ultimate despair is hated worldwide, and their lives are no doubt targeted by the Future Foundation. Oh well, if you don't want to acknowledge that, I guess it just can't be helped. Can't be helped. LOL.
This is
She actually
nothing
said-
to LOL about.
But it's so ironic. You came all the way here just to find out that graduating is the wrong choice. Even though you came all this way to win the game. Even though you kept sacrificing your friends to win. The goal you guys squirmed to reach was wrong all along. Isn't that just so fucking tragic?
I give this Void actress a lot of credit for playing all of her different egos.
Yeah. It was all a mistake? Was this really just a mistake? Was it a mistake to think we'd go home alive all along? What about the killings in the class trials? Was that just meaningless killing? Just a meaningless killing game where the ultimate despairs killed each other off? This is just
Don't
too...
give up yet! There is a way you guys can get out of here without letting Junko out.
There we go. Huh?
Oh no, there's no way such a convenient... There is. Really? Well, that's the first I've heard of it.
First she's heard of it, then it's a way that even Junko doesn't know, right? Way to get out of Junko doesn't know about. It might be that.
Oh god.
The shutdown sequence.
Oh yeah.
Not even the teacher observer can prevent that.
Okay.
But we need more people. We don't have enough.
How many do you need? I forget.
More than half.
Okay.
Talking about the shutdown sequence?
So that means that the number of students.
How many do we have? 16 divided by...
So we would need at least 8, I think.
Shutdown sequence?
Or unless
What
it's
is
more than
that?
half, then we'd need 9.
It's a hidden command I set up in the Neo World program.
Hidden command?
Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution. There was always a possibility that Usami's hope might have made things even worse for you guys. So I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergencies.
As I recall, you said it was a command that not even the teacher can stop.
And that means even Junko can't stop it.
Dear me, I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown.
Huh?
You know about it?
More
Oh.
importantly, do you know why?
The number.
Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown?
The reason the shutdown sequence can't be activated
Not enough people.
is not enough people.
I see.
Because it's broken.
Broken, jackass.
Because
Broken.
there's not enough people?
Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown,
Okay, so she did
No.
try to make sure, didn't know about and tried to make sure there weren't enough students
Yep.
to make it
out
work.
of 15 people, more than half of them must press graduate and repeat at the same time.
Oh, that's right. Chiaki doesn't count. So we would need 8.
Am I correct?
However, out of 15 people,
I
including
wonder if we can
Makoto,
resurrect
there
the
are
dead
only 6
for
people
this.
here.
Even if you want to cheat, I won't let ya. The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's totally impossible.
I don't think so.
You totally saw through that supposedly hidden command? No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there
Is everyone else from the
Gonna-
last game gonna
gonna
come?
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I
Bring 'em.
believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
Them.
That's not something you need to take your time saying.
Kyoko!
Yes.
Believe. Try putting yourself in our shoes before you drag us into situations like
It's
this.
Skinny Byakuya. Wait.
Kyoko! Byakuya! I knew you guys would come.
Hello.
Hero's gotta take that wrong turn at Albuquerque.
That's true. Hina's probably getting a donut.
And
Toko's probably
Go's
passed out. I'm gonna go with passed out. Kyoko
You'd be
Byakuya.
better off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for 2 people to enter the program simultaneously, it appears we made it.
Hey, what's going on? Why are there more people again?
How exciting! I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
I must
There's enough
say,
now, though,
that
right?
I'm seeing her up close.
Yes.
She's much bigger than I remembered.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand. There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Shut up.
Byakuya, you're alive! But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you.
What?
You shut up too.
Well,
Wait. We have Byakuya and Kyoko. We finally have smart people again.
Are you two also from the Future Foundation?
No, it's probably not just that.
yep.
If the Killing School life is referring to that,
You guys are the survivors of the
Oh.
Killing School life who previously defeated Junko.
I thought we were gonna have to
Yeah.
answer that.
That's right. There's 3 of them here now?
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move. Did you really want to see me that badly?
It
No.
can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
Some Hyoko level crying there.
She sounds a little upset.
Why are you crying?
You guys showed up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despairs. They'll be treated like even bigger chumps.
You said it again!
Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her in this messed up world.
And this messed up world.
Can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program, what will happen to us?
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation.
If you shut down the Neo World program, everything within the program will be deleted.
So they'll all go back to the way they were before.
It will obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here. So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
It doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program.
What does that mean for us?
Your avatars will not upload, so you will revert to your original state before you entered the program.
Huh?
Is there a reason to tell them all that?
They have to know everything, or else they won't agree to do it.
Hold on a second. If we go back to our original selves before we entered the program,
It'd be crazy.
If we're going to... the dead will revive. They'll revert to Ultimate.
Lose mono coins. No.
It's almost worth it just to pick that.
I see.
does that mean we'll go back to being Ultimate Despair?
That's right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me. When you used to feel despair upon despair. No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it. That's why, in order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us.
We still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end.
Don't worry. Once you get out, we will do our best to support you.
But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last Ultimate Despair.
They sure did.
When you say support, do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or...?
Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
It's gonna be all right. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed.
We're gonna be institutionalized. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
Will you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is, like, really nasty.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased, right?
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that.
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality. Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
We're gonna forget about Chiaki.
Oh. Well, alright. Wait. Wouldn't a more practical solution, since the dead students are dead and never coming back, wouldn't it make more sense to just maybe make it so that Junko can't upload into them and let everyone else graduate?
I don't know how their program functions.
I guess it depends. Well, I mean, even so, you could probably maybe
Maybe it requires so many people to be connected to it to work.
so that could be. Just have people standing over them with knives, like ready to go the second it ends. Meaningless, vanish. Does that include her too? If we lose our memories of this world, we're also going to forget she ever existed, right? If that happens, does it really mean that she in existence confined to this world is really going to disappear? She risked her life to protect us and we won't even remember she existed.
Memory's not all that'll go back to normal. If you've lost a limb, like Nagito, it'll still be gone when... Please stop!
Well, but is that not the case either way?
Well, Fujiko his eye happened here and in real life it looks like, so I don't think it's that big of a difference.
Going
That's what
back
I'm-
to reality in that condition. That's like a bad joke.
Well,
Nagito's dead, so I don't care about
You're
him.
not joking. That is your past. Nobody can escape their past.
right. It didn't sound like they were going to be physically restored either. I don't know what you would do about that.
We don't know anything about that past.
Hey, why did we become Ultimate Despair in the first place?
I asked the same thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you ask me,
People who cling to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest.
Huh?
Guys who desperately want to reach the top. They don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others. Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that. The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
That's not even an explanation.
Then, what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being ultimate despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too. They're simply side characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Are you kidding around?
Enough. My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already.
Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing. When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair. And your dead friends will never be revived. And the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world.
Lord Junko.
Now then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win? Or will my despair win?
All right! Things are starting to heat up!
This isn't a game, you know.
Au contraire. This is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. That explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
You called us chumps again!
She's gonna hit you.
Because it's true!
Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake.
There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people.
Oh, they tried to lure Makoto.
Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question?
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then. So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it? The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass. Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
The same outcome as the killing school life. Do I just have to remember what occurred there? The people Junko lured, the method. Just try connecting the dots. There should be an answer there. Logic drive? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure where this one is going. I mean, I'm assuming that she was trying to lure the Byakuya, Kyoko, and Makoto. Would seem to make sense. Alright.
I'm just trying to figure out, did she want to lure them into the killing school life or into the island life?
No!
You're gonna have to jump. You have to do it again.
I don't want to. Okay.
Alright, here we go. Question 1. Who did Junko and Chishiya want to lure?
The Future Foundation?
Yep. Okay.
So I think the goal was to trap them here.
That's what was my guess, is try to get him in here and then hold him, and then she can do whatever she wants with the real world.
Jeez.
You're gonna have to jump over.
Oop. I made a bad choice. It still worked.
Question 2. What bait was used to lure the Future Foundation?
Killings, I would think.
Yeah, like a glitch.
Either that or Junko herself.
No, that was
Okay, no, that was it.
it. Oh, jeez.
Thankfully, they give you like enough.
Oh, this is fun.
Honestly, when they do the jumping for you, it's not as bad.
Okay. Alright. Question 3. What did Junko use to force them to watch the killings?
Surveillance.
Camel?
Camera. Wait.
That's Gamera. You need to flip over. Did you see that? It was all different.
Yeah, I had a hard time just like reading.
Cameras, the yellow. I like the caramel up there.
Caramel one. Yeah, I had a hard time just like trying to read it.
There you go.
I got it. Oops.
No, that's wrong.
It almost was wrong.
All right, there we go.
All right, we made it.
That was funny.
It's not the surveillance camels.
Gammaras was that one, the one that you tick.
I wanted to say camels.
Together.
It's all coming together.
Got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
Surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for?
In the previous Killing School life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school.
Oh.
You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
I just realized, I think the reason she waited until there were 5 students was because now every single person in here needs to vote to do the shutdown sequence. She only needs to convince one person not to, and she wins.
Ding, ding, ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
So I have a feeling we're not going to see Hiro, Toko, or Hina.
Yeah. I'm okay with that at this
footage you
point.
recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation?
Yeah, I'll take the 3 that we got.
I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras.
What?
Sure did.
Whoa.
I will never be queen now. Please forget what you saw.
I mean, she's never going to be a queen anyway.
You guys were watching us? Then why didn't you come rescue us earlier?
We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running. There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again, until it was finally possible for us to enter the program just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone. If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, Hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time, right?"
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Yep.
I don't think that's the entire reason, but I think it's a large part of it.
Of course we made you do it for that reason. We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
Well, wait, I thought she couldn't kill them outright.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know.
I
This
feel like
game is a fight between the
not
Future
loved
Foundation
underling.
and
I know.
me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right?
Just 1 second, please. That sounds
As though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will.
But that's precisely the truth.
Ooh. Well, we'll just have to find out more about that in the next episode.
Dun dun dun.
Interesting.
Well, I think it has to do a lot with that boat
That we
trip.
were on, yeah. All
Because
right.
I think that was Hajime that had the virus with him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we brought the virus with us. We'll just have to find out next time. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.